how's it going? It's me, Pengy, and today I'm gonna be showing you what every single gadget does in Yeeps. So let's get started. Now, the first question you may be asking is, what is a gadget? Basically, there are two different types of things you can buy from the tech web here. Gadgets and blocks. Blocks are obviously the things you can place down like this, you know, basic. But what gadgets are things that you throw out and they do a specific action, like blowing things up. So that's what gadgets are, and I'm gonna be showing every single one, so let's just get right into it. Alright, so we're gonna start off with this part of the tech web. The first gadget, which I just used, is the voice decoy. What it does is that when you talk, instead of it coming out of your mouth, it will come out of this instead, which is great for distracting seekers away from where you're hiding. The second gadget is the body decoy, which replicates exactly what you look like, which is pretty cool. It can probably trick seekers, not very useful, but you know, it's funny. You have sticky smoke bombs, which when you throw it, it will stick to a surface and put a bunch of smoke around that general area. Now, this is the normal smoke bomb, which is a placeable block, which you can detonate by standing on it, and it will make smoke. But I don't own it, because I'm not buying that. So, it works just like that, but instead of exploding into an explosive, it explodes into smoke. The next gadget we have is the sticky pillow bomb, which, just like the smoke bomb, when you throw it out, it will detonate, and it'll make a bunch of pillows in that area which you can stand on and stuff. Now, the final gadget on this side of the tech web is the pillow plant, which when you place it down, will slowly grow into a plant, and when it's fully grown, like it's a white stem, you can pick it up and it will give you 500 stuffing, but it isn't fully grown. You can replant it to get more stuffing from it. Next gadget, the first gadget you get from this side of the tech web is this, which is a hider detector, which will beep whenever there's a hider within its radius. Like that. So you will know when a hider is nearby, like right now. But it will pop after it beeps a couple of times. So, yeah. Now, the next one of our gadgets along this path is a bat, which you can use to destroy blocks. Such as these blocks, you can pop them, and you can use it to whack other players and knock them back. Next gadget I've already kind of shown. It is an explosive, which when set off, will destroy all the blocks in the radius when it is touched. Now the other one is the sticky explosive bomb, which when thrown and when it explodes, it will destroy blocks in its radius and knocks players back. Just like the other pillow bomb, which I freaking forgot to explain. Now this right here is kind of unique. It is a bomb detonator. How it works is whenever you place down any type of these placeable bombs and you hold down the button, it will make them blow up. Like if you have a smoke bomb, it'll blow up the smoke bomb, and it'll set off all the blocks at once when used. Now the final gadget on this part of the tech web is the pellet gun, which you pick up by pressing trigger, you aim, and when you release trigger, it will fire out a small little pellet and get rid of some of your stuffing for it to fire. It will go up in the air, so make sure to catch it, because if you miss the catch, well, bye-bye to your gun, someone's picking it up. Now, this is the next part of the tech web. So, the first gadget I'm going to explain is a frisbee. It's pretty self-explanatory. The next one we have is a portal, or an ender pearl, and I think we should all know what this does when you throw an ender pearl. I freaking threw out the side of the map, dang it! Stupidity. You throw it, and wherever it lands, it will teleport you to there. Now these are the impulses bombs. They work just like the normal explosive bombs, but they don't blow up blocks in the radius, and they knock people back further. It's just I don't own them because I'm not buying that. Now the final two gadgets from these parts are the umbrella, which when you go high up into the sky, that was a mess up, which when you go high up into the sky and you hold it up, you can use it to float down slowly, and if you point in a certain direction, it'll make you go in that certain direction. The other gadget is the firework, which, when you throw it, don't drop it, throw it, it will go in the direction, you will fly in the direction that you threw it. So those are all the gadgets here. Next gadgets are over here. Now, I don't own the microphones, but pretty self-explanatory. When you're holding them up to your mouth, you can use it to pitch up your voice, pitch down your voice, make your voice sound louder, and stuff like that, you know. Now, the next gadget, the other gadget here, or along this path, is the Budjo. How it works is you can play it. You can also smash it on other players' heads and it'll break, but it will knock them back further. This is the rose. Now the rose is, I didn't buy it, but how it works is when you throw it at another player and it hits them, they will be yanked towards you. Like, if there's a person standing like right there and I throw it, they will be towards me, so, very useful. Now, the remaining gadgets up at the top right corner are paintbrushes, and they're kind of self-explanatory. Any, like, pillow-based block in the normal, play mode, if you paint it, it will paint it and make it that color. And it won't work on wood blocks in play mode. But in creative mode, if it's used on a wood block, it will work and it will actually paint it that color. So those are all the gadgets on this tech web. But there's also another tech web in a different biome, known as the snow biome. It has a completely different tech web, and I'm going to be showing you those next, so let's get over there. Now, this is the snow tech web, which is an entirely different tech web from the normal one. You can find these in the snow maps of the game. If you know you're in a snow map, if the background is this instead of the usual neighborhood backdrop. So, the first item you are forced to buy on this tech web is a snowball. How it works is that you can throw it at other players, and if players hit in the blast radius, they are frozen and they cannot move. But this can also be used for moving faster. If you throw something that will knock you back or pull you towards something like a bomb, freeze yourself, it will make you fly like that, which is pretty cool, honestly. Now, the next three items are the freeze bomb, which works just like this, the explosive bombs, but anyone caught in the blast radius will be frozen, You have the sticky freeze bomb, which works exactly like the sticky pillow bomb, but anyone caught in the blast radius is frozen. Now, the final item is the freeze glove. Basically saying you can use it to punch other players, and after you punch another player a couple times, they will be frozen, making, the freeze effect. Now, we have these two. First one is hot cocoa, which, if you are frozen, you can drink it, and it will immediately unfreeze you. It can also be used for, like, movement stuff, but it's kind of hard to do, but, is what it is. Now, the next items are grappling hooks, which you use by putting it on your hand, like that, like dropping it on your hands, and it costs 200 per shot fired, and you can use it to swing around like this, which is pretty cool. Honestly, one of my favorite gadgets. It's a lot of fun and very useful. Now we have the paintbrushes, which I've already explained. They're just different colors here and more expensive. The final gadget is the sled. How it works basically is that you put it on the bottom of yourself, and when it's on the bottom of yourself, you go on a floor, it will slide across like it's ice, even though it's normal ground. But I don't own sled, because it costs too much. Now, those are all of the gadgets in Yeeps, and honestly, they're all really cool and fun. So, yeah, thanks for watching the video. Like the video if you liked the video, comment if you have any questions about any of the, gadgets if I didn't explain it well enough, and subscribe if you want more Yeeps content, and, yeah, see ya.